But then again, I thought to myself, like, when I was going through a losing period and I was watching anybody on YouTube or any social media platform, in a large sense, and this is the first time I'm admitting this out loud, in a large sense, I wanted company, right? When I was failing, when I was in drawdown, when I was losing trades, I wanted to see somebody else, especially the person that I'm following. I wanted to see them going through that too. And that's something hard to admit. I thought to myself that if I just bought two brand new accounts and I just continued the challenge like nothing ever happened, I'd be robbing somebody of that, you know? Somebody could be watching my videos and I don't know, you're getting some type of value out of it, and I'm more than happy to be able to give you value through just talking to a camera. And I want to be able to give as much real value as possible, right? So if that includes putting myself out there, putting my losses out there, the real reality being as transparent as possible, then that's just something I have to do. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing amazing today. We back again with the earbuds mic. So far, you can see on the screen there, I have order pending right now. It's buy stop. I also send this one out to the community. Here's the thing. Just now this price was looking very, very bearish. These two candles, let me just extend the price here. This is like the only downfall with this mic as my earbuds as mic. I can't clip it anywhere. Well, at least not yet. I'm gonna think of something, but I would prefer to use both hands. But yeah, this candle right here was looking as a full bearish candle. Then we ended with this wick. So I thought that since we took old lows, that was yesterday's lows, and if we zoom out on the 15-minute, we actually took a very old low as well. Let me just try to show you guys real quick. All the way over here, back on the 25th of January, we took, I believe it was this low right here, and this other low here with that price movement. So coming back to where we are right now, so we're bearish again, and it doesn't matter because my buy stop is above this high right here, because this high, not actually this one right here, because this was the high on the 15-minute chart that was formed before all that liquidity was taken, and it's also a high that filled this fair value gap for the push to the downside. So I'm watching it, but this entry for right now is safe. It's a little bit more risk than I'm usually accustomed to taking. So if I could see like two more lows being farmed, especially before the entry, then I'm gonna enter on the second to last low, not the most recent low. This is all adjustments to the strategy, so hey, keep up with me, keep up with me. Anywho, this is the situation for right now. Y'all already know how we trying to do it around here. We can just, bring you the most important parts, the exciting parts. I'll explain what happened through the process as summarized as possible without keeping you here for as long as possible, but that's the gist. If you're new here, by the way, welcome to the channel, and my name is Kevon Roach. This is a place where I share what it's like being a full-time trader from the Caribbean, life both on and off the charts. So if that sounds like it's something interesting to you, make sure to smash the like button and hit the subscribe while you're at it, because we got a lot more content coming your way. So I'm gonna pause the video for right now and come back and check in with you guys once we potentially, get an entry into this trade. So, all right. So we're back, and first things first, I really got start editing these videos so I could hear the quality of this mic, because I've been recording this like the third video I do with it, and I honestly didn't check the quality of the mic. So if it sucks, I didn't know. So yeah. And if you could see there on the charts, we went all this way up into profit, a little bit over 100 pips, or about 100 pips, a little bit over 100 pips, like 110 pips in profit. And notice the beginning of this fair value gap right here, but on the hourly and everything, it still looks very bullish. So let me just switch out there. Even though this next hourly candle is retracing, that's a very large impulsive move to the upside after them wicks. So I still believe this is a retracement. Regardless, I already closed with about like just under 100 pips in profit when I started seeing this retracement. I sent it out to the community as well to, take partials and bring stop loss to break even. But we'll also be entering again once price gives us confirmation that it wants to go up. I just don't think that it's necessary to go through all the drawdown if I think price is going to keep going up, but it's still going to have this retracement nevertheless. If so, I'll just accept my profits when I see prices willing to come back down at an area of interest like this fair value gap right here. As you can see, price reacted off of that one and it's pushing to the downside. So let's see, there are lows on the 5-minute that price might want to take out, like this one for example. This low right here, this was a low just before the entry. Price took that one out, closed impulsively below it. So this is the thing, even though I have confirmation to the downside, this price action right here took highs, right? This high right here took recent highs in the past. It took highs that were formed this morning, and it also filled that fair value gap. So it's all good enough reason to, look for a sell position in case this price might just want to keep pushing lower for the short term before choosing to go up higher. And confirmation to me would be the break and close below this low, because this low was formed just before this liquidity taker was broken here. So I got out on the close of this second candle right here, almost the close, not really the full close. Like it was coming down and maybe had like a couple seconds left for the 5-minute candle, and I just came out on there, and then this big impulsive drop came. So regardless though, bringing stop loss to break even right here is cool. They could be taken out, but if this candle does not close with a full close below it and the next candle also manages to fill this fair value gap, then I could use that price action and this area to the new stop loss for a new entry for the trade to the upside. But if we close below it here, then I'm gonna watch that price action, and if I get any type of small pullback into those fair value gaps, then I'll take a very sharp trade to the downside and hope for maybe a change in direction once we get to these lows at the bottom here. But it doesn't really look like it's going to close in the bottom here. So let's see though, let's see, because price has a mind of its own. These candles, when it finish farming, is really and truly nothing like the actual candles farming themselves, rather than when they finish. You just get a picture of what it looks like when it's done, but to actually experience the candles farming by itself, you don't know until the last second. Like literally the last second this candle could have a full close below here. So I'll wait and we'll see what happens then. Just for the sake of the trade history as well, let me just show you that I closed that trade with $142 in profit yesterday. We ended in a slight loss actually yesterday, despite all that large numbers, and this was the day before where I made 1,000 on this account. And over here I'll show you where I made 2k, bringing the total up to 3k. So yeah, 1,300 and 700. So let's see how this one plays out. If we get a full close below there, then it looks like we'll be pushing to the downside. And what would happen, I would re-enter this trade, because then I would look for a break above this high that was just farmed. So let's see what happens though. Let's see what happens. Oh, and quick side note, I also migrated the Black Bull Markets $50 to $100 challenge from TradingView directly to MT4, because I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I keep forgetting to place trades on the TradingView terminal, and I keep making mistakes that cost me. So yeah, currently sitting at $59.46, but yeah, I just closed about $8 in profit on this account. But let me just reopen that order right now. Looks like a L, but hey, I'm holding these trades until it hits stop loss. I ain't taking no loss like a little. You understand? I'm taking it like a man. Hit stop loss, and we go back in again. Personally, I think it's still the same trade because we haven't gotten from point A to point B. So if I enter multiple positions, take partials, close the trade and re-enter, I still considering it one trade. It might not be that way for everybody else. I still managing the risk the same way though. So this trade that I'm taking right now is much less risk than the initial position. So all right, looks like a quick L, but I'm still monitoring this one. I haven't sent this one out to the community, by the way. They are still not in the trade until I get proper confirmation to actually go in. Yeah, that one's supposed to be in it right now. Basically up like $5 to the day right now, but hey, we still in this one. This is exactly as if I caught this trade at break even. So regardless, okay, I'll be honest with you. On the 15-minute, this is kind of looking pretty silly. So let's see what happens. If we close this bearish on the 15, I'm gonna watch it because it's possible that I can get an entry. It's possible that I can get an entry to sell. So up here, when I got in on the buy, I did not wait until this 5-minute candle closed. I got in as soon as the 5-minute candle was farming. But if I waited until the 5-minute candle was closing, then I could have avoided that loss. Regardless, I'm still gonna wait for price action to provide me enough confirmation that it wants to push to the upside. So let's see. Alright, and so that 5-minute gap was filled, and when we look on the 15-minute, the gap there was also filled. So no more valid for a sell. The beauty of waiting life. So this is a very bullish candle and a very bullish volume bar. So let's see what happens. Still waiting for a full close above this high. That's the only time I'm in that trade. It could end up running that high and then still going lower, but that's if it has like a wick. That's why I'm not gonna put a buy stop right now. It would be nice if it run there on the closing moments. That would be a full break and close above it, and I would get the chance to re-enter. And so with everyone else, I would send this one out to the community because this one has more confirmations than the other trades. Because when we look on the 15, the price action just basically closed that bearish fair value gap that was farming there. Even though we have 8 more minutes in this candle, granted, it so far has closed that. On the hourly, the bearish candle that was looking a full body is now just a fraction of itself. So let's see. I'm still waiting. I still have this trade open on the Black Bull MT4 account because it didn't touch stop loss. It came really close though. I ain't even went over here to see that, but yeah, it looks like we're going up and closing above the high there. But let me see. Because price is up on fooling people, bro, including me. 10 seconds, but still no close above that high. Is it gonna do like just now with the 1 second close above? Nah, new candle, no close above. Still possibility though. If this new candle farms and closes above there, then it would be a fair value gap before where I would be placing my stop loss, making it an even higher probability trade to push to the upside. So let's see what happens. At this point, I feel more confident to place a buy stop and send it out to the community as well. Alright, so we're in that trade. Right now, I am going to place that manual buy, send it out to the community, and adjust my stop loss and take profit. Just give me a second. Alright, and I'm back. Stop loss is set. We're still in this. I also have a buy limit set a little bit lower. I sent this one out to the community as well with the take profit now adjusted to 2804, the area I was looking at just now, and stop loss right below this low right here that took this pullback out at 2574, actually just a little bit lower. So my second entry for this one right now would be right here. Right, so right there is the second entry because we have one close above there. It's possible that we have a wick and then still two close up above there, or we have these two full close up above there, and then another candle wicks and enters me into the trade. So let's see how this one goes. Anywho, I've been, recording straight for a long time because I just want to get as live as possible so everybody can see it. But now that I'm in that trade and I'm holding this one here for the long run, I'm just going to close the camera for right now and let the trade do its thing. And once we get to any of our areas of interest, I'm going to open back up the camera and fill you guys in on how it's going. Still trying to get accustomed to this recording with a mic. I was just recording for about 10 minutes but without the mic, and had to restart. So I'm gonna make it much more condensed because there was a lot I started to realize I was talking about that didn't need to be included. But hey, we're back and it's Monday. For you it's just a couple seconds. For me it's been the entire weekend, and there's a reason why I didn't open up back the camera after you last saw that trade. I think it was that trade right there on the desktop. Quick side note, I managed to get the desktop to start working again, so a little technician when I get ready. But I'm pretty sure you guessed it by now, and without any beating around the bush, I'll just be straight up. So I lost all of the funds. I lost the entire 100k. Well, basically 96k in funding, but I lost it all. It was either Thursday or Friday. I don't want to blame anybody or bring up any excuses because I take full accountability for blowing those accounts and what happened. It was not the market, it was not any external factors, it was just me and myself, right? I was trading, I could not handle the loss, like the larger loss, because as you know, I increased my risk to just under 1%. So having a larger loss was something that I was still getting accustomed to, and the fact that I had that 3k day just before having that loss, it did two things. One, it made me feel less comfortable with taking larger losses because I didn't want to lose that 3k. I'm being honest with you. And two, it also made it harder for me to open up the camera right now. And even on Friday or the weekends, it was hard for me to open up the camera, especially after I just told y'all that I made my first ever 3k day. But the reality of the situation is these things happen, right? And I'll be honest, before I gained the courage to tell the YouTube community or Instagram or any other social media, I had to talk to the Telegram community. I talked to my Telegram community, and then I talked to the GTC Telegram community, which is like just some Guyanese trading community. And there are other professional, or I want to say experienced and professional traders, and even though they roast the living shit out of me, it still was comforting. I still find some amount of comfort because not everyone had a bad month, but most of us had a bad month. Not everyone, actually, I was the only one who blew an account. So, there's room for improvement, and I accept that. I acknowledge that and I accept that. I cannot shy away from the fact that there is still work to be done. And the earlier I embrace it is the earlier I could make a change for it, regardless. Now, even after speaking with the Telegram community, I still didn't want to open back up the camera and give you guys the update. Now, I already informed you that I lost 2 of the 4 20k accounts that I was trading with at SiegFund, but I had the remaining 2, right? So it was less than 96k. It was probably like 40k I had left. But the thought honestly crossed my mind to just purchase brand new accounts because I was at break even. I was a little bit above break even on those 2 accounts. So if I purchased 2 brand new accounts, I could just tell y'all that I was in some drawdown and I went back to break even. bro, every single soul in minute, like I'm not kidding, every single soul in minute I have to be pausing the video or the recording because some idiot is passing on the road with a loud ass motorcycle that moves like 10 miles per hour. I do not kid you. Anyhow, I probably can cut the part out anyways. No, I left in and so yeah, I left in the part here. Anyhow, I could have bought 2 brand new accounts, right? Just tell y'all that I'm back at break even. Maybe take 2 losses or 2 wins or something and make it look normal. But then again, I thought to myself, like, when I was going through a losing period and I was watching anybody on YouTube or any social media platform, in a large sense, and this is the first time I'm admitting this out loud, in a large sense, I wanted company, right? When I was failing, when I was in drawdown, when I was losing trades, I wanted to see somebody else, especially the person that I'm following. I wanted to see them going through that too. And that's something hard to admit. Like, a lot of people not gonna want to say that you want company, you want to see other people suffering like you, but it's not that you solely want to see them suffering. Suffering is not your intention for them, but it feels good to know that when you are wrong, you're not only wrong, you're not an outlier. There are persons who are doing it and getting it done right that are also getting it done wrong. It makes you feel as though there's some light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, it's okay if everyone loses every now and again. But if you're the only person that's losing, that means you're doing something wrong. And nobody likes to feel that way. Nobody likes to feel like they're the only person in the world that understands themselves, or they're the only person in the world that thinks that way. I guess at times you might want to feel that way, but when it comes to trading and making money, there's a system you have to follow, right? If you're not following a profitable system, then your account will reflect that. You know, your balance will reflect that. And we're in trading to make money. So once we start doing the things that's supposed to make us money and we're not making money, it kind of sends some type of fear, you know, some uncertainty. And this can cause you to do a bunch of terrible stuff. Revenge trade, over leverage. Even if you already did it and then you went and watched some content with somebody who over leveraged or over traded or whatever, you feel as though, okay, this was a mistake, this person has also made this mistake, but look at where they are now. It's possible to overcome that fear. It's possible to overcome the doubt. It's possible to overcome the negative balance, the drawdown, the losing streak. It's all possible, but to some extent you need to see somebody in it first. And I thought to myself that if I just bought 2 brand new accounts and I just continued the challenge like nothing ever happened, I'd be robbing somebody of that, you know? Somebody could be watching my videos and I don't know, you're getting some type of value out of it, and I'm more than happy to be able to give you value through just talking to a camera. And I want to be able to give as much real value as possible, right? So if that includes putting myself out there, putting my losses out there, the real reality being as transparent as possible, then that's just something I have to do. Hopefully once I rewatch this video in the future, I'ma feel like I made the right decision, you know? I'll feel like I didn't rob myself, I didn't rob anybody else, I was as plain can be, and it still worked, right? So that's really and truly what I wanted to just open back up the camera. I know this video can be long as heck because I'm trying to merge all of them, but yeah, I've lost the account, bro. And I'm not taken back about it at all. Like, I think I've lost enough accounts and blown enough accounts to the point where actually I think I've lost and blown enough accounts, but I am also at the point in trading where it's only trading, right? It's plan A, plan B, and all the other plans combined. You know, so if I do fail, if I do blow an account, that's okay. I am here for the long run. I am not going to sit and think about how I blow an account when I want to trade next week. I want to trade tomorrow. So I'm gonna dust myself off and get back up on the horse. Obviously, I'm gonna take some time off from the charts because I had a massive win and a massive loss all in 1 week, and it's a lot to take and it's a lot to handle. But I just need to get myself back on mutual grounds and get back on the horse. It might not be the same for you if you're new to trading. You might want to give yourself a week or two because you're still gonna have all those feelings of like what was lost you need to make back. I do not care about what was lost. This is just my career. This is just how it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I do not care about how much I had. I do not care about how much I will make. I just care about what's going on right now. And I hope you can do that too. I hope that you could just block out the noise, block out the failed accounts, block out the past accounts, block out the profit, block out the losses, and just focus on the process, bro. Because trust me, the process is the thing that leads to the losses, the wins, the Lambos, the trips, the everything. So don't take me word for it, or at least don't take me alone word for it. Take my actions as well. Take the actions of everybody else that telling you something. Just watch and see what they're doing. If they're being transparent, if they're winning, if they're losing, and just understand that everything is a part of the game. The wins, the loss, everything. You just gotta learn to control the way you react to everything. But that's gonna be it for this one for sure. This is gonna be the end of the video, the actual end of the video. And if by some strange reason you made it like this far to the end here, bro, then big up yourself. Like I just feel like giving you something for free. So if you did, I don't know, reach out to me on Instagram, leave a comment. I'm gonna leave probably some word. The word is persistence. You send me persistence, I'll add you to my free communities, and I'm gonna also leave another free gift in there. Maybe like a challenge account or something. But yeah, giving as much free value as I possibly can, and definitely gonna catch you in the next one. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.